fun, smart, and dynamic with IUPeeps.
Hi guys, welcome back to the first episode of How Come. My name is Gula. I am from Communications of 2021 and today I am here with
Clara. Hi guys, so I'm Clara from IUP Communication batch 2022.
So Clara is 1 year younger than me, but I'm still curious about how is she actually navigating her life in the communications of Diponegoro University. So why don't we just deep dive into her life? So first question, how has the communication life actually, everything has been treating you this far?
Actually, it's been a really fun ride. Like in communication, there's a lot of opportunities from events to internship and other volunteering activities. Even the organization is internal and external. But for me, it's a really fun ride because in communication, we can like study practically and theoretically. So in IUP, we learn more about the research communication and everything, but also the practical one is like creating an advertising and also some of like the jingle and everything. So it's a fun ride.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Especially like we are doing a courses work right now. Like this is for a course called PR campaign, and we are campaigning for IUP. So that's why we have Clara in the studio today. But the point of interest that I would like to ask you more about is that between volunteering and internship and a lot of the other courses that we have to take per semester, how do you actually cope? How do you navigate that?
Honestly speaking, it's quite challenging, but from my experience, I've created like priority scale to like sort things out between the deadlines and also the urgency of my things. Like for example, when I joined Visiperia, it's actually quite crush with my ISEC life. And that time I need to multitask and everything, but from the sorting itself, I can know which one do I need to prioritize first and then still keep on my deadlines like that.
Okay, so let's circle back a little bit about your business, right? You have Visiperia, you have ISEC, what else, what else? In last year, let's just say last year.
So I've joined ISEC, Visiperia. In my first year, actually, I joined Comm Undip.
Okay.
Comm Undip, and also I did my internship in Alpha Advertising Agency.
Oh.
That time the brand is Disney and Yobi.
Wow. Okay, why don't we give her an applause, right? I mean, Disney.
No, and then the second one, my internship is in Indonesian Embassy.
Oh, so in the embassy during your exchange?
Yeah, I did my exchange in Hungary.
Oh, why don't we talk about that? What was your experience about doing the exchange?
So it's actually really fun. I do have to admit, like when I do my exchange, when I done my exchange in Hungary, I can like balance everything out. Like from the traveling, I can have the experience of going overseas and also like solo trip to really another country, like really random. It's called Sofia, Bulgaria. And also like the studies course itself, back then I took the Faculty of Business and Economics, so it's quite challenging, but it's really like fruitful to me.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's really fun. Like I met lots of friends and
I can only imagine. Because I don't get to do the exchange because I'm a regular program. So why don't we rank? Between the judges that you have taken before, what is the biggest hurdle to you? What was that?
In communication studies?
Yeah, in communication studies.
I think the biggest hurdle for me is the external and like academics thing. So the thing is, because we're not that niche of the major, like accountant or something, we need to like make the path itself. Which path do we want to focus? And in communication, since I've joined like several external things, it's quite hurdle because I don't know which communication path do I need to choose. Like, is it the public relation? Is it the marketing? Or is it like the advertising? And also, just a quick background, like I choose the strategic communication, and there's like 3 branches inside it, and me, myself, we need to actually know which path that we want to focus more. Like marketing, is it advertising, or public relation? Because in the like work life or professional life, all of that is quite different. So I think the biggest hurdle is actually choosing the path that which communication do I need to take.
Okay, so that actually takes us to the second segment, which is living or surviving. You know, between all of our choices that we took, right? About volunteering, about doing an internship, or everything. So, what do you think we must do before we plan those out?
The question is about internship itself.
Yeah.
I think, wisely speaking, you need to have like an experience, like a CV. And if you're asking, how do we get an internship if we're just a student? So the thing is, you need to like join organization and also event and other like external things. So back then, how do I feel my CV is by joining like a business case competition or joining like event committee and also like organization in ISEC, because from there we can get like lots of skillful and knowledge things that we cannot get in the academics in the study life.
So it's actually very linear, right? So the before impacts the now, and then the now impacts the future.
Yes.
Good to see that. Oh, so that is actually very. I have to agree with that, because I have done quite. Well, not quite. I have done one internship, and it was like, I really have to prepare the portfolio itself. Yeah, like oh my god, the portfolio. Don't even get me started on that, because it's draining for us. You know?
It is. And honestly speaking, internship is quite hard, so you need to prepare yourself and make use of your time
so
as wise as possible.
We don't get to waste our time.
Yeah,
especially on our exchange. What about our exchange? When you did your exchange, what do you prepare before that?
So during my exchange, at first, I do my research about the country. So how is it like in Europe? How's the visa and everything? Like I prepare myself. How's the living cost? What's the culture is like? What's the people, the behavior? And after I did my research, I fulfill like all of the important documents like IELTS and also the bank statement, like searching for accommodation and everything. So basically, research. And then after I finish my documents, I try to like fill for my visa, and you're ready to go. So basically, what you need to prepare for yourself before the exchange things is research. Basically, like if you get the research, the well research, you won't get shocked or that shocked during your exchange.
From what I can gather, like besides research, we also have to the perfect self-control, I have to say.
Like mentally ready.
Well, can you conclude, did you live this far, or did you survive this far at Telkom?
I think I survived.
Okay.
I think I survived. I believe I survived. Because how can I measure my surviveness is by my participation in like external and my study itself. Like what did I study during this IUP communication undergraduate things? Like do I really get really knowledgeful information inside? And I think some of the knowledge that I get that I took in this course is quite handy for like the professional things. So I think I survived.
Okay, well, good for you. I mean, I hope to live actually. I hope to live the communication life, but we're all here surviving, so no judgment.
Yes, good luck, guys.
Last segment.
Okay.
We actually have a little game show that we prepared. It's very simple. It's actually how far have you come? Have you come?
Okay.
It's a fun thing.
Okay.
So you can just like rate your experience throughout the choices that you've previously stated. Like you can rank them from best to worst. If it's easy, you can say calm. If it isn't, just say dumb. Okay. So the first one is your very first experience, which is the IUP interview. How was it?
Can I be brutally honest?
Well,
for me, frankly speaking, for me, I think dump is not that hard, right? I think for me it's dump because the thing is during my interview, I think the lecturer, the professor only asked like quite a basic question. So it's not that challenging or like really intimidating as the others. So it's more like a fun conversation, I guess. So I think it's a dump.
Okay, so it's a dump.
Yeah.
Moving on to joining organization. Is it a com or dump?
Oh, it's a com, definitely, because it's a com because during I need to highlight my organization, which is like ISEC. It's really fun. Like I do interact with other people outside of my major and also my faculty. Like I've met lots of friends from technique, from engineering, and from like culture studies, FEB, and economic business, and also from that I can like know the different mindset and perspective. So it's a com, definitely. You guys need to take organization.
Okay.
Yes.
So lastly, competing versus winning. Like it's it's different between competing and you are winning, right?
Okay, yeah.
So how would you rate competing and how would you rate winning competition?
How would I rate? I think like winning competition is actually really hard-ish. Like it's really hard, especially the one that I joined is the business case competition. I think it would be like an 8. It's for me it's quite hard because there's a lot of like sentences or like words that familiar in business and economics, but I'm not quite familiar with it. But it's actually a really knowledgeful like information. So why do I rate it 8? Because I can know like other perspective. I can know how to put the communication perspective inside the case study.
Okay, so I think that's all the time we have in the studio today. Thank you, Clara, for joining me in this small talk. We will see you guys in another content with IUPeeps. So thank you. Bye.
Fun, smart, and dynamic.